I'll be honest, I don't really know how to start this. And I think I'm just gonna be okay with that, knowing that I'll figure it out. The more I do this and the more practice I have, the beginning will get better, and then more of you will watch because I know some of you are just gonna scroll away because this beginning is, well, there's not much to it. Anyway, let's dive in. Let's pick a question, shall we? If you're new here, my name is Steph. Wow, that felt really like YouTubey. By the way, I'm trying this experiment where I just hit record and I'm just gonna upload whatever happens, unless there's something like catastrophic that has to be cut out. But we're just gonna try full raw edits. So here we go. So let me pick a question and we're gonna chat about it. But anyway, but to bring you up to speed, my name is Steph, and I'm in the process of starting a mail club. It's called the Tethered Post, and it's for women who want deeper connection, who are tired of that moment where they're sitting there scrolling their phone, full of contacts, and they still don't feel like anybody knows them. And also, like, if you feel that like frantic pace of life and you just kind of want some more moments in your life to slow down, getting something in the mail and actually having to take the time to sit and open it and read it and explore it, like, it's so cool. So, if that sounds like you, check out my website, thetetheredpost.com, and go sign up if you are interested. Alright, what was I going to talk about? But also, sorry, I gotta go with part 3. This is also for women who love Jesus, or even like just Jesus curious. Not in like the religious way, because ugh, no thank you. Over that. Like performative junk. But just who are trying to figure out how to have a real, authentic relationship, or just how to have a deeper connection. Because I'm still figuring that out too. But that's a part of connection for me, is building connection with Jesus. And so if you're looking for some encouragement, support in the areas of connection with yourself, with others, with Jesus, you're in the right spot. We should be friends. So, yeah. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Okay, we are 3 minutes in, and I have not told you what question we're going to talk about today. Which one do we want to start with today? A or B? A or B? Let's just go with the finger point. No looky. Okay, there we go. Where did my inspiration for the mail club come from? So, and apparently this is where I look when I'm thinking, so sorry. My inspiration for this mail club came in a couple different parts. I have had this desire to help people connect for, I think that's actually part of one of those things is like that's just the way I'm made and designed, is to bridge and help with connection. I took what are those things? A strengths finder? One of those like personality or strengths tests, whatever, years ago for work. And my 2 top strengths were connector and teacher. And at the time, I thought those were super lame. But over the last decade, as I've thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, those things, when I'm going after them in the right way, those actually really light me up. So, anyway, as I've come to embrace those pieces about myself, I really value connection and I really have a deep desire for more of it in my life. And over the past few years, I've tried to think of ways to help people connect, and I've even started a few endeavors to try to make that happen. Not successfully yet. But a couple of months ago, I watched a YouTube video about this couple that started sending stories in the mail. And it's not a new concept. It's just the first time I had heard of it. And it really got my wheels spinning. It's like, I could do something with letters. I'd probably not a story format, but I could do something like that for this connection thing that's always been like on my heart. And so it just kind of sat there. I didn't really figure it out yet. I didn't dive into it too much. But it's like the spark was there. So now fast forward to, let's think, late February, early March, 2026. So just a few weeks ago, I saw another video about this woman in Texas who started a mail club. And again, these are not new. They're just new to me. Somehow I didn't really know they were a thing. And mail clubs more often are, at least the ones I've seen so far, are created by artists, people who can paint and draw and all that stuff. And so it's a way to share their art with people in a more accessible way, which is really cool. That's not my deal. I'm trying to embrace my creativity, but that's not my skill set. I kind of want to dabble and like try a little bit, but I'm definitely not there. So another video for another day. But anyway, she was talking about her mail club and how she started it and why she started it. And part of her reason was for connection stuff as well, which of course got my attention. I was like, a mail club? Okay, like that makes a lot of sense. I could do that. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. So I thought about it. I wrote down some ideas and some notes that I could make it my own, because mine was not going to be around art, but I knew I wanted the theme to be something around connection. So I just let it simmer for a little bit. And a few weeks later, that YouTube email, maybe no, wasn't even a few weeks, maybe a week or two after that, the guy who runs that YouTube channel, his name's Chris Kerner, awesome. He wrote, he sent out in his newsletter like a recap of that episode, and like, if you wanted to do it too, here's a couple of steps on how to get it going. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it. And so I just started. Over the last 2 years especially, I've been just really wanting to do something more creative, more fulfilling and impactful. And so I've tried several ideas. And I've gotten a couple weeks into them, and they're just like, oh, it's just something's not quite right. This isn't quite the one. And so when I came across this idea, it's like, this could actually be the thing I've been looking for and trying to stumble on, you know? So, anyway, that's where we are. That's the inspiration. That's where I got my ideas from. So, yeah, that's it. End of question. End of answer. I will post some more. This feels like a very abrupt ending. Sorry. Again, I will be getting better at these over time. So, if you made it all the way to here, let me know in the comments. Or, you know what? No. Well, let me think. Yeah, okay, this is what we're going to do. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me a note in the comment telling me about your favorite place you've ever visited. And also let me know in the comments if you decide to sign up. Because if you do, and you put our secret code of your favorite place to visit, I will throw in some extra goodie in your envelope for April. So, because I have chatted quite a bit, and I'm not a smooth talker yet. I think I'll get there with some practice. But the fact that you made it all the way here tells me some things about you. And I appreciate your time and your attention. And I really do hope that if the Tethered Post sounds like something that you kind of align with, then I'm really excited to be able to send you some goodies. It's so looking forward to it. And just connecting too, like the making the pieces is fun. All the parts of this process are interesting in different ways. Maybe not all of them, but the thing I'm most excited about is actually getting to know the women that sign up for this thing and get to connect in different ways. So stay tuned. More to come.